Hello and welcome. This is Hina Talati and you are watching It's Tomorrow News. Israel's most intense storm of the winter wreaked havoc across the country on Monday, bringing down trees and electrical poles, sparking fires, bringing widespread flooding and causing at least one deadly car crash. At least one death and the several injuries were blamed on Winter Storm Carmel's walloping rains and wind, as well as near freezing temperatures throughout the country. The storm intensified throughout the day on Monday and was forecast to continue through the night and into Tuesday morning. The coldest temperatures were felt in Hermon, which also saw one of its most intense snowfalls of the early winter season. In Naharia, authorities worried on Monday night that the ongoing storm would cause a flood from the town's Gautam River, which had risen to its fullest capacity. According to the Israel Meteorological Service, the storm peaked on Monday before gradually weakening and dissipating by Wednesday. It warned of high winds of up to 80 to 100 kilometers per hour, high rain of up to 100 millimeters and waves of up to 4 to 6 meters. Storm Carmel arrived early on Monday morning with rain along the coast accompanied by the isolated thunderstorms. Snowfall began at Mount Hermon on Sunday and intensified on Monday. The operators of the ski site at the mountain said 5 to 10 centimeters of the snow had fallen at its base and an estimated 30 centimeters had accumulated at its summit by noon. As heavy rainfall struck the country, Tel Aviv municipality announced it would open shelters for the people fleeing the storm. Hebrew media reported that over past several days, Israel saw the incidence of the hypothermia. Israelis can expect to see unreasonably cold temperature of 6 to 9 degrees Celsius with rainstorm in the north and center, further snow on Mount Hermon, and a risk of flooding in the flood-prone areas, the IMS said, adding that there was a chance of isolated rainfall and sandstorms in the south, accompanied by the midday risk of flash floods in the Judean desert and Dead Sea area. All hiking trails in the Judean desert has been closed, as have Arbel, Caesarea and Masada national parks. IDF ground forces were also instructed to follow special instructions to avoid the worst effects of the storm. Tuesday would have seen continued rainstorms in the north and along the Mediterranean coast, with strong winds and possible flooding along the coastal plains, as well as continuing snowfall on Mount Hermon. Wednesday is due to bring occasional showers in the north and along the coast. Carmel is the third winter storm to be assigned a moniker by the newly formed East Mediterranean Storm Naming Group composed of Greece, Cyprus and Israel. The group has released a list of names to be used for the upcoming regional weather events based on the American method of naming hurricanes. Cypriot newspaper Catamaran reported mud and landslides connected with the storm, but stated that the roads are open and did not indicate there had been any casualties connected with the storm. Israel was hit by its first winter storm last month following a warmer than average November, during which the relatively high temperatures and strong winds led to the string of wildfires and dust storms across the country. The first 2 weeks of the November saw temperatures 3 degrees Celsius higher than average during the day and 2 degrees higher at night, the IMS said, noting there was barely any rain. By contrast, November 2020 was one of the wettest in the decades, with the flash flooding across the country that required emergency services to rescue hundreds of the people. The storm also prompted Egyptian authorities to suspend classes in the capital of Cairo and handful of other provinces as a precautionary measure. Authorities also closed the ports of the Mediterranean city of Alexandria and the Suez Canal cities of Port Said and Suez. The storm led to rare snowfall in Alexandria and other areas in the Egypt's north. The last time the major port city was covered in the snow was in 2013 when Storm Alexa barreled through the Middle East, and footage is shared on the social media showed Alexandria street covered with the thin blanket of snow in the early morning. Rainfall and cold temperatures are expected to persist there for at least 2 more days, Egyptian media reported, citing meteorologists and local officials. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News. For more global updates, like this, subscribe our channel and hit that bell icon for regular updates.